So I have run 2 sessions to Daggerheart at this point, and I think it is very, very fun. It is perfect for groups who really like storytelling more so than like mechanic war game type thing, which Dungeons and Dragons kind of satisfies a lot. Which this game does have some very interesting mechanics, and I think one that I think needs to be talked about more often is specifically the countdown system that exists in this game. Countdowns are a system where essentially as things happen and things progress, something big is about to happen. And it's a way to mechanically set up the idea that as the players are doing something, you get closer and closer to some big event happening. And that event can be anything between like, oh, you managed to make it up the cliff. Or it can be something as big as one nation has decided to attack another nation. Take, for example, the cliffside ascent. The party is meant to climb a cliff, so they just make a whole bunch of checks to see if they succeed or fail. This specifically has a countdown of 12. So as the players succeed, and depending on how well they succeed or how well they fail, will change where the countdown is. The goal of the player is to get the countdown from 12 to 0. And this has been a really, really fun mechanic to have, just because you're able to put the countdown publicly in front of all of your players, and they all can watch as the number goes down as they do things.
And players love when they do things and it affects the world around them.
And the countdown system on its own is very, very easy to implement in other TTRPG systems, where all you really need to do is give the players a public number and then just have a list of criteria for what can affect that countdown. I kind of really just wanted to talk about this because it is a very simple system for a problem I feel like a lot of people have, which is traveling. Cliffside Ascent is a great example of it because it is a traversal blockage. It is something that is meant to stop you from making progress. It is a problem to solve. And a lot of times, like environments, especially in Dungeons and Dragons, it's not exactly an easy thing to play out mechanically. And the countdown system, if you allow it to be somewhat open, lets your players become pretty creative about what they want to do, especially in a game like Dungeons and Dragons, where there's a lot of different skills that don't really get utilized, but a lot of people still have proficiency in these skills and want to be able to do things with this. Having it be a countdown where, say, you're trying to travel across the tundra, letting people decide, hey, this is how I want to help in making it across. And instead of having some weird rule about how things are, there is a DC that they have to hit that is very simple, that is consistent among everything, and they can just make the roll for it. And as long as everything makes sense and everyone is enjoying what's happening, I think it's really fun. That's it. That's my little ramble about Daggerheart. I'm really enjoying this game. There's a lot of stuff in here I want to talk about. A lot of stuff about D&D I want to talk about. I've been gone for a while. Oops.
Anyway, I want to make more content. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye.